Hello students, welcome back. I am Rinkesh sir, and today we will start with exercise 10.1 of chapter number 10, that is straight lines. Okay, so let's start with question 1. Question number 1. Draw a quadrilateral in the Cartesian plane whose vertices are minus 4, 5, 0, 7, 5, minus 5 and minus 4, minus 2. So first let's give the name. Let this be point A, B, C and D. For drawing, first we will plot these 4 points. Okay, this will be the x-axis, y-axis. So point A, minus 4 means negative x direction and 5. So this can be minus 4, let's say, and this was plus 5. So let's see here, this can be the point A, minus 4, 5. Point B, 0, 7. So x is 0, y is 7. So it can be here B, 0, 7. Point C, 5, minus 5. X is 5. So let's take here. Y minus 5. Let's take here. This is point C, 5, minus 5. D, minus 4, 2. So minus 4 we have already taken this as. Okay, so minus 4 and minus 2. Let's say here. This will point D, minus 4, minus 2. So now let's draw the quadrilateral. So this will be the, sorry, let's change it. This will be the required quadrilateral. Okay. Now see, the question is also find its area. So now what can I do? I can split this quadrilateral into two parts. Okay, I can split it into two parts. So this region I will find it out area A1 of this triangle, and other region, this one, I will find out area A2, and then I will add it. Now we have already studied the formula for area. Okay, so first let's take triangle ABC. This is point D. Okay, minus 1. So in triangle ABC, A minus 4, 5, B 0, 7, and D 5, minus 5. So this, let's take x1, y1, x2, y2, x3 and y3. Now we know that the formula for area A1, that is of triangle ABC, half modulus of x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2, and its modulus. This will be equal to half x1, that is minus 4, y2 minus y3 means 7 minus 5. It's 7 minus 5. So that will be equal to 7 plus 5, 12, plus x2, that is 0. So whatever I will multiply, this will be equal to 0. So no need to write down y3 minus y1, plus x3, that is 5, y1 minus y2. So y1 is 5 minus 7. It will be minus 2. 1 by 2, it will be 4 into 12 minus 48, 5 into 10 minus 10. So this will be equal to half modulus of 58. So I can write it down it as minus 58. So this will be equal to 58 by 2, area A1. Okay. Now let's see for another triangle, that is A2. I will take triangle ACD, where A is equal to minus 4, 5, C is equal to 5 minus 5, and D equal to minus 4 minus 2. Let's take x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Okay, so area A2 half x1, that is minus 4, y2 minus y3 minus 5 minus 2. So minus 5 plus 2 minus 3 plus x2, that is 5, y3, that is minus 2 minus 5, so it will be minus 7, plus x3, that is minus 4 into 5 minus minus 5, that is 10. So that will be equal to half into minus 4 into minus 3, that is plus 12. 7 into minus 5 into minus 7, minus 35, and 4 into 10, that is minus 14. Okay, so this will be equal to 12 minus 35 minus 40, that will be equal to minus 63. So modulus of minus 63, so this will be equal to 63 by 2, which is A2. So the total area A is equal to A1 plus A2 equal to 58 by 2 plus 63 by 2. So that will be equal to 121 by 2 square unit. Okay, so this was about question number 1. So just note it down. Now let's move to the next question. The base of an equilateral triangle with side 2A lies along y-axis such that midpoint of the base is at origin. Let's take this as y-axis, x-axis. Now see, base is lying on y-axis. So let's take, this is the base. Point A, point B, this is the origin O. Okay, and it is an equilateral triangle. So this midpoint is at the base of the origin. Find the vertices of the triangle. Now see, midpoint, this is the midpoint. Okay, and this distance is given 2a. So this will be a, this will be a. So point A, it will be a0, sorry, 0a. Point B, it will be 0 minus a. Clear? Now it is given, you have to find out the vertices of the triangle. So vertex A is, we have already found out, vertex B we have already found out. Okay, now for C. Now see, as it is equilateral triangle, length AC will be also equal to 2a and AO is A. So now in triangle AOC, okay, OC square, I can write it down, the hypotenuse square minus V square, that is AO square. AC is 2a, so 2a square minus OA is a, that is a square. This will be equal to 4a square minus a square, and that's equal to root 3a square. Sorry, 3a square. So OC is 3a square. Here, so sorry, OC square. So OC will be equal to plus minus root 3a. Right? See, on this side it's root 3a, but if it is, imagine on this side, on the other side, then it will be minus root 3. Clear? So OC is root 3, this distance is root 3a, So root 3a, so this coordinates will be root 3a 0. On the other side, it will be minus root 3. Hence, the vertices are a 0a, b 0 minus a, and c plus minus root 3a 0. Okay, these are the vertices of triangle ABC. This was about question number 2. Just note it down. Now let's move to the next question. Question 3. Find the distance between P x1 y1 and Q x2 y2 when PQ is parallel to y-axis, and second PQ is parallel to x-axis. Okay, so first we can write down simplest. The distance formula is x1 minus y1 whole square plus, sorry, x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square, or x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus 1 whole square. Now say its PQ is parallel to y-axis. Case 1, PQ is parallel to y-axis. Now see, when PQ is parallel to y-axis, that means the x coordinate are same. Means x1 will be equal to x2. That implies x1 minus x2 will be equal to 0. The distance PQ will be equal to under root of y1 minus y2 whole square. So that will be equal to modulus of y1 minus y2. Or I can also write it down y2 minus y1. Okay. The second case, here it is given that PQ is parallel to x-axis. If PQ is parallel to x-axis, that means the y coordinates will be same. So y1 equal to y2, that implies y1 minus y2 equal to 0. So in that case, PQ will be equal to under root of x1 minus x2 square. So I can write down x1 minus x2 or x2 minus x1, as it is modulus, we will get the same answer. Okay, so this was about question number 3. Just note it down. Now let's move to the next question. Question number 4. Find a point on the x-axis which is equidistant from points 7, 6 and 3, 4. So I will draw it. Point 7, 6 means, let's take this to be the point 7, 6. Point 3, 4, so let's take point 3, 4 here. And the question is point on x-axis. So let's take this point as P. Okay, so this will be equal to x0. And let this point P be equidistance. Okay, so let P x0 be equidistance from A and B. Okay, so what I can write down? I can write it down that AP will be equal to BP. So let's use distance formula. X minus 3 whole square plus 0 minus 4 whole square. This will be equal to under root of, sorry, I have taken this as BP, so it's x minus 7, not 3. and 0 minus 6. And here it will be x minus 3 whole square plus 0 minus 4 whole square. Okay, squaring on both the side. What I'm doing, I'm squaring on both the sides. I will get x minus 7 whole square, that is x square minus 7 to the 14x plus 49 plus 6 square, that is 36. And here it will be x square plus 6x plus 9 plus minus 4 square, that is 16. See, I have removed the square root because I have taken square. So this will be equal to x square minus 14x plus 49 plus 36, that will be equal to 85. X square plus 6x plus 9 plus 16, that will be equal to 25. X square gets cancelled. 14x, let's take it on this side. There will be plus 14. So 20x and 25, let's take it on this side. So 85 minus 25, that will be equal to 60. So x is equal to 60 upon, sorry, there is no mistake here, to be minus 6x. Okay, so it will be not 20, it will be minus 8x. Okay, that will be minus, not minus, plus 8x. 8x will be equal to 60. So x will be equal to 60 by 8. So 4 15s are 4 2s are. X is equal to 15 by 2. So the required point is P 15 by 2 0. Okay, so this was about question number 4. Just note it down. Now let's move to the next question. Question number 5. Find the slope of a line which passes through the origin and the midpoint of the line segment joining the points P 0 minus 4 and B 8 0. First, let's try to draw the, okay, P 0 minus 4, so x 0, y minus 4, it will be like here. We can draw it randomly. B 8 0 means, let's say this will be the point P 8 0. Okay, so this is the line. Okay, so it's line segment, so no need to draw the line. Okay, so let's make this as point, not the line. Okay, point B. Now see, the slope of the line that we have to find, it passes through origin. So this is the origin O 0 0. Okay, and the midpoint. So let's take this as the midpoint M. Okay, now we have to find out the slope of this line, right? Now the equation of slope is equation of slope, not equation, formula for slope. Okay, when 2 points are given, that is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Okay, so now 1 point is given, O. Now here M is midpoint of PB. So what are the coordinates of midpoint? It will be x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So M will be, this is capital M. Okay, not the slope M, not the M for slope. So x1 0 plus 8 and y minus 4 plus 0 by 2. The coordinates of m will be 0 plus 8 by 2, that is 4, minus 4 by 2, that is minus 2. Okay, so here slope m will be equal to, now 2 points are given, m is 4 minus 2 and second is origin. So the equation will be y2 minus y1, so y2 is, sorry, y2 is minus 2 minus 0, minus 2 minus 0, and x2 4 minus 0 upon 4 minus 0. This will be equal to minus 2 upon 4 minus 1 by 2. Clear? So the slope of the required line is minus 1 by 2. Slope of required line is minus 1 by 2. Okay, so this was about question number 5. So just note it down. Okay, students, so that's it for today. Thank you.